and it's day by day it's getting popular, and we're getting lot of good fillers about it. So I request my prestigious newspaper people who are sitting here to kindly disseminate it further, so that it's going to help inclusive growth of the nation. Friends, let me speak very quickly about ICSI Signature Award. This is one of the, I think, most prestigious thing that has been launched by ICSI. Only yesterday, I got a call from Punjab University, one of the most prestigious university and one of the oldest universities of the nation. You must be kindly aware that even in the undivided India, it was present, and it's a very old very old university. ICSI Signature Awards has found takers in that kind of universities. So that's the stature of ICSI Signature Awards. Quickly to mention, this award is, we are meeting, the scheme is open for all the IITs, IIMs, big universities, and we are going to them and saying that we will give awards to your first three students who occupy the positions of 1 and 2 and 3 in your own examinations. So it's like, felicitating that student for their achievements in their own universities and making a mark in their minds about ICSI. So the scheme is really picking up momentum, and we've already signed one such signature award with a college in India, which is the first women's college in Haryana. I'm not recollecting the name. I can always give it to you after this. I request my Central Council member to just find out from Mr. Ankur Yadav about the name of the college. Friends, that's the first women college in Haryana, and we've already entered into the scheme with them, and we are now talking to Punjab University, and we are also talking to 5 more universities, and in a short span of just about 20 days, we've been able to get a very good response. Company Law Committee report, which is out in the country, and people are aware that the Ministry of Corporate Affairs is working very hard to ease up the doing business, as I mentioned in the beginning. So Company Law 2013 may see a lot of changes after this committee reports are considered and it is formalized. I'm sure a lot of changes will come by, and ICSI has done its bit. It has made representations on all the points of the CLC report, and it has been uploaded on the website of MCA. That's the only window that has been provided by MCA to put in the recommendations, and your institute, ICSI, has done it on time. Friends, ICSI is also playing its role in the insolvency code, the bankruptcy and the insolvency bill code. It's not become a bill yet. The code that is out, and let me mention that once this code becomes an act, which is, of course, it will take its own time, but I commend the government to come out with this code, because a company in India, almost the average age almost takes about 15 to 16 years to close down. For anywhere between 4 years to 20 years, rather the average. It takes that much time to close down, and that's really hampering our position in the ease of doing business. So once this code becomes an act and it is up and running, believe me, the indexation that we have in terms of ease of doing business is going to really get strengthened. I think if you really have an ailing business, the government is giving us the exit routes, which is time bound and which is quite fast. So as ICSI, we've also played our bit in this insolvency code. Friends, as a media person, I'm sure you must be kindly aware that NCLT, that is the National Company Law Tribunal, is very much on the anvil, and today I think NCLT will be able to handle whatever is there in the domain of the Company Law Board. So the government is working on their toes for this NCLT, and the information that I have is by April or May, this NCLT should be getting functional. So as ICSI, we have taken a decision to create moot courts in our own ICSI building so that we are able to educate our members further in honing their skills to appear before the NCLT. Today also our professional friends appears in front of the company law board, income tax tribunal, the excise tribunal, the customs tribunal, and the skills can always be honed further and further. And ICSI is taking this initiative not only for the young members but also for whichever member who wants to hone their skills further on this front. Friends, it also, I request you to even capture this, that ICSI is developing a studio in its own ICSI house, and it is also doing it because it is very conscious that if we really want to really bring quality learning, we also have to somewhere minimize the costs of the person who comes to attend the meetings. So therefore, if we have our own studio, we can do webcasts and webinars from that studio, and even a person who is sitting, for example, in Meerut, or for example, in one corner of Kerala, will be able to view and understand that what is happening in that front by just logging on to that web link from their own computer, from their own homes. So through this initiative, I am also trying to build upon the dream of our Honorable Prime Minister about inclusive growth and inclusivity in providing the same kind of services wherever you are sitting and wherever you are located. So friends, these are a few initiatives that I would like to mention, and honestly speaking, as an institute, I think Ministry of Corporate Affairs has taken a lot of cognizance of our value that we bring on their table. It gives me pride to mention, which you can carry also if you would like to, that Ministry of Corporate Affairs have employed 26 company secretaries for their central registration center. You must be kindly aware that the name availability for incorporation of companies has become centralized. Previous to this, what used to happen, that name availability form for incorporating a company, that was the first step for incorporating a company, that you have to take a name. It used to go to the respective ROC jurisdiction, Registrar of Companies jurisdiction. But today, it is going to a central repository, and it is the team of company secretaries alone under the jurisdiction of the MCA which is handling this central registration system. Okay? And we have also been requested by MCA that they'll be needing 40 more company secretaries, because very soon they want to not only have this name centrally but also the registration of companies centrally, because they feel that it will help in ease of doing business. Friends, in the very recent past, we had done a program for the esteemed MLAs in the Rajasthan State Assembly. You know, we spoke about governance, we mentioned about the various issues concerning the Companies Act, and we also mentioned about the Company Secretary's course, and this was done in the State Assembly of Rajasthan. We also updated and discussed about the CSR to them, and as an institute we would like to take this forward, and we are also talking to different state machinery for doing this program in different state assemblies.
Now students and members coming from southern region, more particularly Tamil Nadu, compared to the national.
I have that number sheet. I'll tell you. We have about, in the north we had 60,000. We've got about 7,500 members in the southern region. We've got about 7,500 members in the southern region. And friends, we've got a company secretaries benevolent fund scheme. It gives me pleasure to mention that SIR, that southern region, has the highest member enrollment in that benevolent scheme. We have almost 3,500 members enrolled in that scheme. So this from southern India. It only shows the big heart that southern India has. And we've got about 65,000 students in southern India. We've got about 65 students in southern India. And today the girls are also doing very well in the company secretary course. I think the ratio has almost become 50-50, close to 50-50, the male-female ratio. And more young people are enrolling themselves for this course. The one most attractive thing about this course, sir, is that from day one you get access to the boardroom. So you are mixing with the top management in the company. So that's very attractive for the students. Yeah. Do you have any specific question, or otherwise I have few things to mention? Sir? You were asking something? Yes.
When you say deliberations are on to convert ICSI into an absolute digital, what does that imply, ma'am? Like only applying for the...
No, I didn't. So why don't you mention? From ICSI, he is heading that committee.
See, there's a back-end process actually which is happening in this SMASH project, wherein the entire, what is happening today is, there's two websites, in fact, icsa.edu and icsa.in. The entire database of 4 lakh students and 40,000 members are in that icsa.in. And somehow or other we couldn't track, even though certain data can be easily accessible, but we cannot correlate with, assuming I am a student, from my student date till date, after post-qualification of even 14 years, the entire history will be there with that particular project. And the entire, it is more like an ERP also, so that it will be a user-friendly ERP also for the users, that is members and students, and parallelly for the employees of ICSI. There are close to 385 employees of ICSI. Their back-end process is also getting integrated with this, through the SMASH project. So that, what is happening is, there are some 3-4 different setups, ERP setups or Oracle, where when we want a data, it is somehow very tough to correlate and give a final output to our own members. But using this particular software or a program, the entire ICSA will be under one umbrella.
For example, if we have this student training programs where it's like a articleship. A student has to undergo management training for about 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. There are different slabs. So we'll be able to really tell you that what is the trail of that student. When he joined, which company he joined as a trainee, then he left and joined something else. So we'll be able to, even today we have it, but that will be an equal platform, and at the click of a button we'll be able to understand. So this is a very ambitious project, and we are, I think it's almost about a year that we've been doing the back end, and it's a big project, so a lot of discussions have happened, and now I think this year we should close the project. Educative series also, where we kept on telling people that it is limited liability. Don't look at any other thing, but just having a limited liability is a big boon for the entrepreneurs. Because if a company is there, your liability is only to the extent of the money unpaid in the capital of the company. Promised and unpaid by you in the capital of the company. So we are running this educative series on day in and day out, and it's really getting a very good response. In fact, it actually takes 1 day now. But then the entrepreneur, the kind of paper that you need, because we live in a society which we have to have papers. We have to have we have to have this PAN numbers. The residential address proof, etc. and if wherever you're wanting to have your registered office, we need those address proof, etc. So therefore, we need those papers, but Ministry of Corporate Affairs have launched a form which is known as INC 29. Okay, INC 29. By that form, this is one integrated form. Hats off to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. It is one integrated form. By filing that, you can just file that form. That incorporates name availability, director's information, stamp duty information, registered office address information, everything in one form, integrated form. And in that form, if you are also looking for your PAN number, you can click that proper button. If you're looking for a TAN number, everything is there in that form. So if that form is properly used, you can just form the company very quickly, maybe in just 2 days or 3 days time. So
even within a day we can form.
I told him, so
In
even
fact,
within a day.
all the ROCs have been instructed with the ministry. If anybody is filing this INC 29 form,
Right.
they have to approve it within 3 to 4 hours. Assuming you are filing it in the fag end of the day, naturally that particular form will be get, because there's a mode called urgent mode within the ROC. So they will approve it on a very priority basis.